Like it's very good at the minute. I've just basically been out in America finishing off a lot of the tracks, and then I'm back here in the UK at the minute. Just finishing off the tracks with Steve Lipson. We're due for release, please God, June, July on the single and the album. I'm very excited about it. It's a nervous time for me. It's a big step to be coming out with a solo album, but I'm very confident. I think that the music is right, and the team I have around me is perfect, and I'm just really looking forward now to getting the album out and working hard on it. I've been recording first off in LA with Pat Leonard. I also did a track with Rick Knowles out there. And then I've basically just been here in the UK finishing off stuff I did previous in Nashville with Steve Lipson, and then we're just finishing off the vocals here in the UK. Would I like to live in America? I know hopefully if I break America or if I have to go and work America, I'm going to have to spend from 6 months to a year out there. And I understand that. So I'm willing to sacrifice that time to work, to live out there. But to be honest, I love being at home. I love Ireland. I love England. I love spending time here. And it's going to be difficult having to go out there, but I'm also looking forward to working in America. Yeah, it's weird not having the rest of the guys around. It's strange looking behind you all the time and being on your own. It's kind of, I don't know, it's going to take a long time to get used to it. But I'm looking forward. I've always looked forward to doing this, to going out on my own and taking the step and just challenging myself, because you need to do that in your life. I think you need to always give yourself a challenge, otherwise you get bored. And we were in Boyzone for 6 years. We had a great time, but we were getting to the stage where there was another record out, and it was people were expecting the same thing of you, and it was the same sound, and we weren't challenging ourselves anymore. So I miss the guys, and we're going to continue to do stuff together in the future. But for now, it's a lot of fun being on our own. It's a big step to make, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Well, obviously, Yvonne and Jack have been on the road with me, and they've been keeping me company. But I've got the same people around me, like Mark, my tour manager, and Alex, who looks after the clothes and the way I look, and Barry, and they're all still on the road with me, which means a lot to me. You know, they keep me going and keep my feet on the ground, and it means a lot. So I'm not too lonely on the road. And the album it's come along in stages. In the beginning, I was very excited. Then there was a lull in the middle where I got very worried. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where the sound was going. I think it was just a nervous thing, to be honest. I didn't know if the sound was right. I didn't know if the way I looked was right, anything. And then in the last 2 months, I'd say, in the last month, things have really come together. It's been so exciting. More importantly, the music we've nailed it. You know, we've got it now. You know, people have never been more confident about where we're going. I've come back to the UK and just to look at the stuff we did in the past, now to fix it all, it's shining above all the rest. It's really looking fantastic. We went out to LA and we did a photo shoot. It was the first real on-location shoot I've done, and it was fantastic. It was great. I worked with a great photographer. The clothes were great. We went downtown LA, which was really exciting. You know, it was really grungy. It was cool. And then we went to a real arty house in the hills in Beverly Hills, and it was really cool as well. And it's just different. It's a different look. It's people are used to seeing Boyzone in suits. Now they're going to look at Ronan Keating in a totally different light, I hope. Different image. And the music is slightly different. Still great melodies, pop tunes, but a little bit of an edge, and I hope people like it. There's a few titles floating around. I don't really know yet. One of the tracks are called Once Upon a Lifetime, and I feel that could be a great title for the album, Once Upon a Lifetime. This is a chance in a lifetime, you know, and I just think it's a good title. I like it. I don't know. There's a few floating around. I don't want to give too much away. There's lots of people I'd love to do duets with, you know, but I don't think it's right now for me to do it. You know, I'd love to do it with George Michael, a duet with George Michael, or, you know, Aretha Franklin, or, you know, Elvis Presley. You know, there's lots of people out there, but right now is not the right time. I need to establish myself as a solo artist, and then hopefully people, if I'm successful enough, hopefully these opportunities will arise in the future. I suppose the one I'll talk about is a song called If You Love Me, which is a song that it's been played around the company, the record company, and everybody's very excited about it. It's kind of got a Bruce Springsteen feel to it, you know. It's got an E Street Band feel to it. It's really, really cool. Steve Lipson and myself and Steve Diamond and Gary Baker wrote it out in Nashville where we were out there last year. And it's really cool. It's got tempo in it, which is different from Boyzone. Got a lot of tempo, guitars. It's a great vibe of a song, and I'm looking forward to that being released as a single. I feel very confident of being a successful single. One of the others would be a song. Well, I said Once Upon a Lifetime, which is a song also written for me in Nashville. Well, not exactly written for me, but in a roundabout way, given to me, should I say. And it's a big ballad. It's a beautiful, beautiful ballad. And it's probably one of the songs that would probably bridge the gap more so with Boyzone. It's more of a song you could expect Boyzone to be singing. So it's not a song I'd like to release soon. It'd be something maybe third or fourth single off the album. I think it would be clever to release as that single, as a single. It's a beautiful record. It's unbelievable. The lyrics are so poignant and it's very suitable to me. So I'm looking forward to people hearing it. I'm very excited about people hearing the album. To be honest, I've holding on to these songs for the last 9 months, 6 months to 9 months, and I've lived with them, and I know now what they are. And I really just want to get them out there and people to listen to them and see what they think, because I really don't know. You know, I'm so close to it at this stage. I really don't know, but I feel they're great. I just hope other people are convinced. One of the possible singles also is a track I wrote out in America, besides the two I've done here in the UK. It's a track called Life's a Rollercoaster, which I did with Rick Knowles. It's kind of a groovy thing about it because it was the band called the New Radicals, and Greg Alexander wrote the song, and it was going to be their single, and as everybody knows, they broke up, so they're no longer together. So they gave the song to me. So I loved it. I heard it was fantastic. It's a great up-tempo vibe song, and it's just different. It's not what people are expecting of Ronan Keating, but it's still pop music. It's still great pop music. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm very close to all of this music at the moment. I just want people to hear them and see what they think. I'm not sure what's going to be the first single, what's the second, what's the third. What I do know, I need to be clever enough to know, like, the time of year that I release it, and what's right and what's people expecting of me, and does it have to be a ballad or an up-tempo track. I'm not sure yet. When we get all of the tracks finished, I think a lot of that will come clearer, and when we know, I'm looking forward to just going for it. I think July 10th is the release date now, which is just after the big show in the UK called Party in the Park, which is a massive Capital Radio show. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's good time, and the show starts on, well, the show's on the weekend, I guess, and then the single comes out on the Monday. So it's really good timing. Well, as you can see from the hair, it's all the long stuff is gone. It's short. I'm getting away from suits. I'm getting away from all of that. I still want to look smart, but I just want to go different. You know, I want to go funky. I want to look young. You know, for 6 years I wanted to look old, and now I want to look young. You know, I think now's the time, and I have an excuse to look young. I have a son. I'm married. I think people will let me. Westlife, to be honest, the guys are doing fantastic. The ship is sailing itself. It's really. I've been very lucky. Louis doing a lot of he's looking after the business side of it. Every now and then, nearly every day, I'm talking to the guys, and just I pay attention to what's going on. Always the stylists, the way they look, the music. To be honest, they're out doing the record, promoting the album, should I say. So to be honest, my job was really done when the album was finished. The guys had a look, and they knew what they had to say in interviews. They had to go out, and to be honest, now all I do is I take a back seat now and just pay attention to everything that goes on. Now the second album that's coming about, I just started the guys in the studio writing themselves, which is a very exciting time now because it's all new. On the last album they didn't have any writing on the album, so now I have them in the studio working with some writers and just getting a feel for writing, and I'm just getting a feel for that whole thing. It's a big step for an artist to start writing his own music, and I'm really excited to see what will happen. I don't really have a lot of celebrity friends. There's a few people that I've met on the road, and that some of them I've held on to as friends, which I've been lucky enough. To be honest, George Michael has become a really good friend, and you know he's a great person to talk to. You know, unbelievable, but the best. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. And he's been very, very kind, and he's let me in, and he's been great. He's helped me a lot, and his boyfriend Kenny also. You know, they're very solid. You know, and they've helped me along the way. And Yvonne, and while we were out in LA, like they spent a lot of time there, and they looked after us, and they're great people, real people. And also Barry Gibb, I wrote with Barry Gibb down in Miami and his whole family. And again, Barry brought us into his house and we met the family. We've become very close. His kids are good friends of Yvonne and myself, and we've had a great time. You know, he's really taken me under his wing, and he taught me a lot. And all of the three guys, Maurice, Robin, and Barry, have inspired me to try and make music for the rest of my life. They're such great guys. They're brilliant. I've been to a lot of places that I love for a lot of different reasons. New York is one of my favorite towns in the world. I love it. Paris I love for different reasons. Tokyo's mad. Thailand is crazy. Bangkok is like mad. Lots of different places for different reasons. I think I've great memories of Paris with the boys. We've always had a laugh there. We've always gone to this restaurant, La Capole, and we've had a few laughs. We've gone to the Bandouche, which is a club there. We've also had a bit of, always had a bit of fun, you know, in Paris. Since I got married and I had a baby, the Caribbean, I have great memories of the Caribbean. I got married there and I've gone back there since. I've been skiing in Aspen. I've had a lot of fun there. There's a lot of different places for different things. You know, I couldn't pick one for any one reason. Well, obviously health, you know, most importantly for my family, more important than anything else. Listen, I want to have the biggest album possible, obviously, you know, so to be a successful solo artist is my dream. So I have to take that as number two. And I'm just three, let's have a good time doing it.